Together with American songwriter, we had the chance to talk to Sky.
Adam was able to talk to Sky on the phone, and he recently released the title track to his upcoming EP, MADHOUSE.
Make sure to check out our YouTube channel and Facebook page at Bringing It Backwards and follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Bringing Back Pod.
And we'd appreciate your support if you follow and subscribe to our podcast wherever you listen to these podcasts.
We're Bringing It Backwards with Sky.
Hey, what's up, Adam?
What's going on, man? How are you?
Yeah, how you?
I am
I'm
doing
all right.
You all right? Yeah. You're in the studio. I heard you're in the studio.
Yeah, I was in the studio last night.
Right on, man. How's that going?
Yeah, I've been there all throughout the night, all through the morning or whatever.
Right on. That's cool. I read that you were you're in Orlando area. Were you born and raised in Florida?
No, I wasn't. I was born in New York and raised in New Jersey.
Oh, okay. Well, tell me a little bit about that.
I moved to Florida shortly after 9/11 happened.
Oh, wow. Is that so? That's what took you out of the New York area?
Yeah, that's why I was in Jersey, and then we moved from Jersey to Florida around right after the 9/11 happened.
Wow.
And I've been in Orlando ever since. So now I'm in LA now.
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. Well, tell me how you got into music originally.
Well, I guess I gotta say I found this tape player in the house my dad moved us into in New Jersey in the basement, and it ended up having the Fugees album in it, the score. And that's like the first lick of hip hop I ever heard in rap. But from then on, I guess that's how it all started. Wow,
the score was in there? That's like one of the best records ever. What a way to get introduced into music.
Yeah. I was listening to it for like 2 years straight, just that one tape.
Wow. So then from there, when did you start like performing in like writing yourself?
Well, like writing, you said?
Yeah, like do you play an instrument? Like what was the first like musical bit aside from the Fugees record that you started?
To be honest, I never had any musical like experiences as far as like with instruments and stuff. I just started with vocals and Jersey and all that stuff around the time where I was getting into rappers around the time where like battle rapping and freestyling was like really popular. So I guess that's how I started that.
When did you start doing that? When did you start like writing lyrics and stuff?
Like taking it serious and writing them down real lyrics. So it's probably around like 21 years old.
Oh, okay. And how old were you when you were doing those like rap battles and stuff? Same age?
I was 12.
Oh my gosh.
I did that from 12 to like 17.
Wow. And that was just like all like freestyle off the top of your head?
Yeah, people would I would just freestyle all the time, riding around in the car with my friends, smoking and freestyling and stuff like that.
That's cool. And then, tell me, when did you start putting songs together and stuff?
I got a little older and I ended up getting into some trouble and stuff like that. So, there's this kid that heard me freestyling at this barber that everyone gets a haircut from.
Uh-huh.
And he had a studio. And he told me I should record all the shit I freestyle. So I'm like, all right, I need a studio. He's like, well, I got one for you. And then that's how me getting to the studio and learning how to like make full songs and not just like a one whole long verse song. Like, so that's how I started like learning how to do that, make music was with that one kid at his studio.
Oh, wow. So this person just like opened up their studio to you and let you go in there and cut everything you have.
Yep.
How did he like produce the beats and stuff for you?
No, we were just using like beats from the internet, but he was like an engineer, so he was good with mixing vocals and stuff.
Oh, cool. And then with those songs, were you performing them like in Orlando and stuff when you moved there?
Yeah, I ended up found me like a little scene together out there, like a little underground scene, and I started doing all these open mic shows and stuff and things like that, just to get my name out in the city,
Mm-hmm.
and learn how to perform.
Yeah. So you're doing like open mic nights and stuff?
Yeah, so basically just like that, doing gigs like that all around Orlando.
Wow. Well, then tell me about how'd you attract the attention of like Warner Brothers, and like, tell me about like putting out your first EP and stuff.
I guess that would have to be like put together as like just time and experience that I put into everything, and relationships I built with people, and just being able to know certain people in certain areas, and or even know what to do with certain projects or songs of mine. I've been doing so like the whole Warner thing is like a jump skip from what we were just talking about. Mm-hmm. But basically, I like followed that format of doing shows in my city. It led me on to some management with the owners of Rolling Loud. I was one of the first artists they ever managed. So that was like a part right there that we skipped, and then from there on.
How did you meet that management? How did you meet your management?
There's this guy in my city named Wes Fifth that right around the time where I told you that kid told me he had a studio to come record at. Mm-hmm. There was this guy, and it's crazy how he still ended up playing a role in me getting signed so many years later. There was this guy named 24K. He knew this guy named Wes Fix in my city. Not sure if you remember this song, but it's like, I think you're a hater, haters everywhere I go, haters going down for the count. It's like a real big Florida song. Mm-hmm. And it was that guy's song, Wes Fix from Orlando.
Oh.
So that guy, that guy's like how I ended up doing my first photo shoot, and like seeing my first like album art cover, like being able to see yourself like, oh shit, like I got an album cover. And that's where it started to get really real for me, because I started to actually see myself like as an artist. Uh-huh. And through Wes Fifth, he introduced us to Tarek from Dope E&T and Matt Ziegler from Dope E&T, who now own Rolling Loud. That had an earlier song that went like they had like earlier type of viral success back in the day. Mm-hmm. And they started putting me on stage on tours with like Juicy J and Riff Raff, and
wow.
Yeah, and then I got into some trouble again, and I ended up doing some prison time. Then got out, and then got right back to it with Dope E&T.
Oh, okay.
And then, so basically throughout all those experiences is where I learned like good and bad things, and then smart things, how to move with music, which leads to me asking about leads to the answer of you asking me how the Warner thing happened. I made a record called Hot Boy. Mm-hmm. And I told myself I made it around a time where I wasn't really sure of what I wanted to do anymore with the whole music thing. Just felt like it wasn't going right for me, or just lost a lot of friends to it. So I wasn't like in the most where I say confident part of my life. But I made this song called Hot Boy, and I told myself, you know what? I do all these records for fun, like in the studio, and I never take them serious and put them out. And I was like, you know what? I'm actually gonna contact people that I know and ask them what they feel about it. And people that I know were people like Tarek, and so I know guys from Interscope. I knew a few people, caught their attention of it, and ended up doing the video and just holding it down. Like, I held Hot Boy down for almost a year before we got signed.
Oh, wow.
So by the time I got signed off that song, it was ready. I made it October of 2018, and then October of Oh man, I got my years messed up.
It's
But
all good.
it was. I had made it October. It's about to be a year that I'm signed. So I made it a year before signing.
Okay.
I made it in October, and I ended up signing later on that July.
Okay.
So that's basically how that happened. Warner, my manager saw a clip of the Hot Boy video on my IG, and thank God I never released the song or put the video out and held it down for that purpose, because that's what ended up actually getting me the deal.
Wow. And when they reached out to you, and how was that? That must have been pretty wild.
Yeah, my manager picked me up first, so they sent the video out. You know how they do. They have their connections and their pool, and they have that, you know, their emails where they can reach all the labels. And Warner saw it and contacted us back 9 days later and signed us. I was like, oh yeah, we want to sign you. And then this happened.
Wow. That's crazy. So when you get signed to them, have they thrown you on any like show? Like you said, you got to like open up for Juicy J and stuff. Have you got to do any like big shows like that now that you're on Warner Brothers?
Well, yeah, I've got some. I did that song with Chopper, the remix, the Hot Boy remix. I did a song with Party Favors, especially. But you know, during the whole, unfortunately, throughout the whole process of me working, like it's where the COVID thing happened, and then all the riots and everything. So everything that we could have done before got all put to a halt until now. So now it's prepared when we're putting out the project, and we hope it does what it's supposed to do during like one of the worst times in the world, you know. So it's kind of a risk.
Yeah. I know it's so unfortunate. I mean, especially for musicians and stuff that you guys got to make a living, you know, touring the work that you're putting out.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I'm looking on your Spotify right now. You put out an EP in 2016, the 60 EP. Was that the first bit of work?
Yeah, I put out a bunch of like freestyle mixtapes back in the day when I first learned.
Okay.
But out of my more serious projects, yeah, like I would say my first serious project was one that I called 1990 The Sky Project. And then from there, I would consider everything like a legitimate effort. So 60 was my first one after Dope and T and after coming out of jail and stuff like that. I made it. I called it 60 because I made it while I was on house arrest for 60 days.
Oh, okay. You wrote the whole record recorded it in 60 days?
My friend just brought a studio to my house and we did a whole project.
Wow, that's cool. I've never heard of anyone doing that. That's pretty cool. That's creative. Yeah. And then you put it out and just independently?
Yeah, we put it out independently, yeah.
And then did you, like, after the 60 days, were you able to, like, perform it around the Orlando area and stuff?
Yeah, I ended up having, like, my own headlining show in Orlando, as a local artist. It did pretty good. I almost sold it out.
Wow, that's great. Have you had a chance to do any sort of touring?
Yeah, I have. I played a lot, but not a bunch of cities. But yeah, I played in a few cities before.
Oh, okay. But you haven't done like a proper like tour yet?
No.
Okay. Was that part of the? I'm sure that was probably part of the plan with the new EP and stuff.
Yeah, that was part of the plan. I think I was gonna go on tour with like a bigger artist and be promoting the album.
Yeah, that's cool. I really like the most recent single you put out, MADHOUSE, and that's the title track of the new EP, right?
Yeah, that's the intro track for it.
Oh, it's just the intro.
Yeah, it's the intro to the project called MADHOUSE.
Got you. Tell me about MADHOUSE then.
MADHOUSE is basically a place where my mind was at, that I was physically. When I was making the project, I felt like I was just trying everything and going crazy and really just not caring about, opinions and stuff like that. Just really being myself. And and just made me look at the world a whole different way. You know, like thinking you're not gonna make it, about to be 30 years old, you don't got any money, you don't got a job, and you think, well, it's so hard to do music, and then boom, from one step to another, that your life changes. Like you get a whole bunch of money, and like you start looking at the world different. So like it's just all a madhouse to me. Like everything, it's like you know, you never know. You know, it's like okay, like a lot of kids will think where I'm at in my position, like it's super dope, you know, but like they would never know if we're like at a red light, right? And it's that kid's looking out his window and sees me in my car next to it. And I think that's just like the weird, wicked part about the world, that why I call it madhouse. And it's just, you never know who's next to you or what you can actually do with your life when you try.
Yeah, that's really interesting. I've never thought of it that way. Like you're at a stoplight and the person next to you could be
so that,
Sky, of all people.
That's why the cover of Madhouse is me wearing that Mickey Mouse outfit, the wizard outfit. It's
like Fantasia. The Mickey Mouse. I didn't even put that together.
Yeah, so it's like make your own Disney. I'm from Orlando, so Disneyland's over there.
Oh, sure.
So it's like make your own Disney. Yeah, it's like make your own Disney, just like Disney did. The guy, you know, like he made his own fucking world. You know what I mean? Like, like literally.
Yeah. Oh, that's crazy.
I feel like.
Okay. Wait, so is that Orlando, like the city under you guys? Or like you have like the gold city on there?
Well, yeah, that's what people think of when you first say Orlando, is like, oh, Mickey Mouse and Disney.
Sure.
Well, it's really not just that.
Yeah. But you're totally right. That is what, if somebody says Orlando, Florida, you're like, oh yeah, Disney World.
Yeah.
And so yours is like
our city is actually like a gold mine for artists.
Really?
Yeah, man. I personally think that, and I say this like out of like experience with music and hearing other artists. I think Orlando probably has some of the best all around people like in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Like from artists in all types of genres of music. I think we're like that one city that's untouched, you know, like LA had its time, Miami had its time, New York. I feel like Orlando's like really slept on. There's a lot of good artists. And if you really dig around, you'll see that a lot of good artists are from Orlando. You know, like Danny Lay right now, like she's one of the biggest artists. She's from Orlando. You know, like.
I didn't know that. That's cool.
So it's one of those cities, yeah, because no one really like takes pride in being from there.
Sure. Well, you don't. Yeah, you just don't kind of. Like I said, you only kind of associate it with Disney World.
Yeah, it's like people don't really take where we're from serious. It's like, okay, where are you from again? Like Orlando. Like, oh, okay, well, all right, fuck that. And then there's the next question. You know, it's like Orlando just doesn't get taken seriously.
Yeah. But that's interesting that you're saying that there's a lot of talent there. That's cool.
Yeah, for sure. Like in all ways, like photographers, like designers, like everything, like literally everything.
Mm-hmm. Are there a lot of places to perform and stuff? Is like there a big music scene like downtown Orlando or kind of close to where you're at?
No, we got a small scene. We got a small underground scene, but it works out. It could be better, but. You know how it is when you have a small city, you know, like our downtown's already 5 blocks.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
You know, that.
Got
it. But I think that's a lot of the reason why we have so much good talent there, because it's so fucking boring that where we're from, like, you don't have no option but to become the best at what you know how to do, because it's like nothing else to do.
Yeah. So if you're gonna do it, you're gonna go.
Yeah, you're gonna go all the way because there's really nothing else to
do. That's funny. I want to ask you real quick about your. It said that you had a viral song that came out in 2013, Bank.
That's that song, Bank. Yeah.
What was the viral success of it? Like, how did that all kind of happen?
All right. Well, it kind of happened how I said about the whole. Dopey and T thing. It was like I had a record, and And okay, I recorded this record, and it was crazy. It was that song called Bang. Me and my friends are like, hey, this shit's for real, bro. This song's really dope. Like, let's shoot a video. Like, let's take this serious. So I met this kid named Africa who ended up being on my team for a long time and doing most of my videos. And he now works with Rolling Loud and does all of their recaps. He shot this video for me, and it was like, at the time, next level. Like, we were the only ones, like, in Orlando doing this cool high def. Like, you remember when Wiz Khalifa started doing those day-to-day videos?
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
You remember those? It's like when I forgot what kind of cameras they're called, but when like cameras were like they started coming out where you could film with them instead of just taking pictures.
Yeah, like the DSLR cameras and stuff.
Yeah, everyone had a 7D and a 5D.
Yeah, the DSLR Canons. Yeah.
Yeah, so that era, right? So that era, we're putting out the best quality type shit with that camera. You know, we're doing slow motion shots, all type of cool shit. Mm-hmm. So I knew this guy named Flash who ran a company called Blow Hip Hop TV, and they were like, let's say like they were like a blog, like kind of like how everyone is now, like with music, the music, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So they were putting up. They shot Danny Brown's first video, Blood After Blood. They shot Kendrick Lamar's, I think, Rigor Mortis.
Wow.
A$AP Rocky's videos. Wow. Yeah, they were A$AP Rocky's tour managers, a guy named Flash. So I knew him. I was like, okay, this is the most like famous type guy I know that like is on the internet and is involved. So let me ask him his opinion on this video. So I sent him the video, the Bang video, and asked him his opinion. And he was like, hey, yo, when do you want me to drop this? I was like, well, you're going to drop it on your site? And he was like, yeah, I'm going to put it on my YouTube, yo. So he puts it on his YouTube, and I get like 50K hits in like a week. And like back in the day, that was viral, you know? And
oh, yeah.
everyone in my city to this day, they know that song.
That's awesome. Wow.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what really kicked it for you, like as far as like getting your name out there and stuff.
Yeah, because I was able to meet, like I met A$AP Rocky and Ferg and them around like 2010 and Flash and Blow Hip Hop. So like they would call me when they're in Orlando when they needed weed and shit. So I couldn't bring it to them, and that's how like I kept my relationship with them.
Wow. That's awesome. What a way to stay in contact.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, everybody needs weed, bro.
Yeah, right, for sure. That's funny. I also saw you worked with Slushy. I've had a chance to interview Slushy. He's a really cool guy. How'd you make that connection?
Oh, you interviewed Slushy?
Yeah, I interviewed him like about a year and a half ago or a year ago. He's on our podcast, the earlier episodes. Yeah, like, you did that song "Run Up the Block" with him. You know, how'd you meet Slushy?
Yeah, that that goes. I guess I gotta give that credit to me fucking deciding to freestyle all my life. I was taking trips over here to California after I got off, like while I was like getting off of parole, and I was able to travel. Mm-hmm. So that's where the scene was moving over here. Like all us Florida people were coming here for a while. Like my homie Ski Mask, Pooya, Fat Dick, X, Pub, everybody that were coming. We were all coming here. You know, like all of us, we didn't have a place to stay and shit like that out here. We'll just try to find out what we could do while we're out here trying to make the most moves we can. And when I would come here, I would stay at my friend named Ben. He runs a company called Bright Mind D&T. They shot most of my videos up until now. Mm-hmm. He was in the studio with this guy named Randy who was working with Trippie Redd and YBN Corday at the time. And I go to the studio, and the guy hears me freestyle. His name's Randy Ivansky. Mm-hmm. And he hears me freestyle. He's like, yo, he finished up the session. He's like, yo, you right. He's like, I like the way you freestyle. You want to work? And it was like 3 a.m. He was like, hey, if you want to work, I got you. I'm in this cool studio in Paramount, so I'm like, yeah, fuck that, let's work. I don't care what time it is, Like, all I know is this guy's in the industry. He does Sunday service with Kanye.
Wow.
He's really involved. So
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I'm trying to work. This dude's involved in giving me a chance and not even asking me to pay for studio time. Like, let's run it.
Yeah.
So based off that time with me just freestyling with him with that one card, he just did it out of love. Like, he connected me with Slushy to do that song. And it's just so funny how I was coming over here with like my last $2,000 before I got signed. I was already going to come to Cali to work with Slushy and record that song in the studio together.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really why I was coming. That's really why I was coming to California. I was just gonna take these $2,000, find somewhere to stay, see how else I was gonna make money, and continue trying to work with Randy and build connections through him, and try my luck. I didn't know I was gonna get signed like in that process.
Wow.
So we actually did the Slushy feature before signing the deal.
Okay, so you did the Slushy feature, and that's kind of part of when right before you signed to Warner Brothers or Warner Records.
Yeah, so it was like something I brought to the table. Basically, it was like, hey, apart from you guys signing me, I already got a feature for you guys with Slushy. So they loved it, and they helped us put it out.
That's awesome. That's cool. Yeah, I love him, and I love the style. And this track that you did with him is great too. Yeah, he's a cool dude.
Yeah, we got a few more.
Oh,
it's super dope because he uses my voice as a tag now.
Oh, does he? That's dope. That's really dope.
It's like, I need a few backwards in a Slushy.
That's so cool. That's so cool. So now you're on Warner. You got this new EP coming out later this summer. Is that still the intent?
Yep. I think we're going for the end of July.
Cool. Yeah, exciting. And how does the song that you've put out so far, Madhouse? That's kind of just like the intro. It's like slow. It's like, it's got a kind of a subtle beat to it, and you're just kind of rapping kind of slow. Is that kind of the vibe of the whole record, or is it? Like, tell me a little bit more about what to expect from the album.
Whole project. I mean, yeah, it sets the tone. I guess it sets the foundation of like what other songs you should expect or what's going to come in. There are songs that are way more intense than that one, and quick and faster BPMs and stuff like that. But it is the tone setter. Like, the project is mainly like that. Even on the more hype records, it's real bass oriented and not too much melodies added to the beat. Or samples or anything, and then I just hear a bass line and I just rap on it, and then we make a song. We make a song literally off of lyrics, vocals, and bass.
Yeah, I've actually noticed that with a few of your songs. I really love that. It just kind of isolates what you're doing.
Yeah, when we gave them Hot Boy, we gave. Jason Joshua was the one that mastered Hot Boy for me, and he's done a bunch of hit records. Like, when he saw how my producer formatted the beat for Hot Boy, he's like, "You guys put 9 808s on top of each other?" We're like, "Hell yeah, that's Florida shit." So they couldn't even comprehend. Like, it causes like a phase. Like, if you put that in another computer, it causes like a weird phase if you don't know what's actually going on. So it's like. It is like a little Florida secret right there, all the 808s stacked up on each other.
That's funny.
So like that, that's basically how like we roll musically. So I wanted to keep a little bit of my age in the project because I am older. So like I'm past a lot of the shit I did and want to talk about in music. But I wanted to keep some of the fun in it, and I wanted it to be real honest. And just real me, real dark but light at the same time. Like real immaturely mature type of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like that. That's a great way to describe something. Immaturely mature.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. Well, I can't wait to hear the record when it comes out in full. I love what you're doing. That song is cool, especially if it's just like the intro to the whole record. Like, I love the simplicity of the music oriented piece of it, and then it kind of just let you just kind of go, and it really highlights what like your talent as far as like a lyricist and stuff. I think it's a great song. And I appreciate you talking to me today. I know you've had kind of a long day and night, so I'm going to let you go. But I want to know if you have any advice for aspiring artists.
Don't be a pussy and fucking go. Like, don't be a pussy and just fucking go. Like, our intuition is crazy on point. Just our instinct as human beings, like we just been gifted shit, bro, that we don't take serious a lot of times because either we grow out of it or no one lets us believe we have it. But like, we're never fucking wrong. No one is ever fucking wrong about anything. And that's once you start realizing that, like, you'll start seeing life different. Like, no one's wrong. We're always right. Our gut feeling is always right. We just go, you know? Like, you know, that girl that you wanted to go fucking talk to, like, don't be a pussy, go through it. You know, like, so if you're an aspiring artist, like, don't be scared. Like, just do it, rock out with your fucking cock out and fuck what everybody thinks and just go crazy.